So we're going to look at the first muscle of concern for us, which is the flexor digitorum profundus. And flexor digitorum profundus originates from the ulna and the interosseous membrane. So we're going to use this piece of material here to represent the distal end of flexor digitorum profundus. So this is the belly of the muscle. And what happens is that the flexor digitorum profundus sends 4 tendons that go through the carpal tunnel, and it goes to the digits from digit number 2 to number 5. So from the index finger to the little finger. So the muscle will give its tendons, and the tendon will divide into 4 parts or 4 tendons. Each tendon for each digit from number 2 to number 5. So this is for the index finger, for the middle finger, for the ring finger, and for the little finger. Okay, so this is flexor digitorum profundus, divides into 4 tendons, 1, 2, 3, 4. They pass through the carpal tunnel, and they go to the index, middle, ring, and little fingers, like this. So where do they insert actually? Okay, so the tendons of flexor digitorum profundus insert on the base of the distal phalanx of each finger. So this area right here. It can insert on the base of the distal phalanx of each of the fingers. So this is flexor digitorum profundus. Okay, so now let's look at the second muscle of interest to us, which is flexor digitorum superficialis. And flexor digitorum superficialis originates from the medial epicondyle of the humerus and the shaft of the radius. So we're going to use this material here to represent also again the distal end of flexor digitorum, the belly of the muscle of flexor digitorum superficialis. And flexor digitorum superficialis, first we'll look at it by itself, and then we're going to look at its relationship with flexor digitorum profundus. So again, flexor digitorum superficialis also sends 4 tendons for the same digits. So 4 tendons for digits from number 2 to number 5, or from the index finger to the little finger. But the insertion of these tendons is on the base of the medial phalanx. So flexor digitorum profundus inserted on the base of the distal phalanx. Flexor digitorum superficialis will insert on the base of the middle phalanx. So it will reach only until here. This is the tendon of the index finger, tendon of the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger. And again, if you notice, the tendons also pass through the carpal tunnel, and then they go to the hand, and as we said, they insert on the base of the middle phalanx. So this is the final arrangement of, so this is the final arrangement Okay, so this is the general appearance of flexor digitorum superficialis, but we're gonna add a small detail, because the insertion here is not that simple. The tendon doesn't just insert into the base of the middle phalanx. We're gonna look at one tendon now, and we're gonna see what happens, because there is a special case for flexor digitorum superficialis. So we're going to look at the insertion of the tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis. And we're going to look at just one tendon for simplicity. So this is the tendon of the index finger. As we said, it passes through the carpal tunnel, and it's going to insert on the base of the middle phalanx. But before inserting on the base of the middle phalanx, it's going to actually, the tendon will split into two slips. Okay, so the tendon will pass through the carpal tunnel. It will reach the base of the middle phalanx. Then it's going to split into two slits, and then it's going to insert on the middle phalanx like this. So this is how the insertion of the tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis happens. And we're going to see in a moment why does this split actually happens. So like we said before, if this was flexor digitorum, or the distal end of flexor digitorum profundus, it's going to send its tendon through the carpal tunnel to insert on the base of the distal phalanx like this. So this is the tendon of flexor digitorum profundus. It inserts on the base of the distal phalanx. Now, flexor digitorum superficialis is going to come on top of flexor digitorum profundus, and its tendon is also going to go through the carpal tunnel on top of the profundus tendon. But as we said, the tendon of flexor digitorum superficialis inserts on the base of the middle phalanx. But because the tendon of profundus is in the way, then the tendon of superficialis is going to split in half, and it's going to wrap around the tendon of flexor digitorum profundus, and then it will insert on the middle phalanx like this. So the tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis and flexor digitorum profundus are going to have this relationship. So flexor digitorum profundus will pass through the carpal tunnel and insert on the base of the distal phalanx. Flexor digitorum superficialis is going to pass also through the carpal tunnel on top of the profundus tendon. It's going to split into two slips, wrap around the tendon of profundus, and insert on the base of the middle phalanx. And this is the relationship between flexor digitorum superficialis and flexor digitorum profundus and their tendons. Of course, this also goes for all the other three digits. So this is from digit number 2 to digit number 5, or from index finger to the middle finger, to the little finger.